Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our second socially distant Bake Experience. We're coming to you live from Iga Bantu Studios, very close to the house on the hill. I'm your host, Samuel Mbugwa. You can reach me as Bug79 on all the socials. Tonight, we host Safaricom, who are coming in to launch their revamped app. Now, we are going to be having quite a few conversations about this. So you can follow the conversation using the hashtag #AppYourGame, and that's A-double-P, not, app. So hashtag #AppYourGame. You can tweet us on that. You can use that on the Facebook Live. So leave your questions and your comments there as well. We're also coming to you live on YouTube. So yeah, hit us with your comments, man. We love to hear from you guys. In fact, we love to hear from you guys so much, we're going to reward you. So if you hit me with the most tweets, I got something for you. If you give us some of the, like if you've got a thoroughly entertaining tweet, I got something for you. We've got winners, of course, it's Safaricom, it's a company of winners. So we're going to make sure that you win something tonight. And if you give us, like the most questions as well, we definitely have something lined up for you. Now, the very first Safaricom app had about 6.1 million customers. So, that's a pretty hard act to follow up. So you'll be wondering, why are we doing a brand new app? I mean, 6.1 million is absolutely no slouch. Well, every time you have version 1, there's always a better version 2 coming out, right? And that's part of the reason why we're having this conversation tonight, so that we can really bring you a completely thought out new experience with the new Safaricom app. Now, all of you who've used version 1 are probably familiar with about 9 functions And then if you opened up the menu, there was another like 50 different functions. You could use that thing to check your, if actually you can still use version 1 to check your internet speed. You could use it to check bonga points. You could do a lot of very interesting stuff, but many of them, or you could also use it to find your nearest Safaricom store. I don't know if that's something that is really important to you nowadays. Nowadays, just ask your Bolt driver, they'll get you there. But if you were looking to do some transactions, that was not always necessarily the best experience. And Safaricom listened to you, they thought about it, and they've been in the kitchen cooking a brand new application experience just for you. So without much further ado, I'd like to welcome Fawzia Ali, who's Safaricom's head of digital products and services, to launch the app.
Good evening, everybody, from wherever it is you're joining us from. I mean, it has been a journey to this point. Welcome to this fantastic event where we showcase what we have been cooking, as you've been told. So the whole journey started in October last year. If you remember October last year, Safaricom rebranded. We came up with a new brand promise, simple, transparent, honest for you. One of the biggest customer promises that we delivered was to give our customers no expiry propositions for data and for voice. And the uptake has been phenomenal. But one other thing that customers had been telling us about was, I think you can do better on the app. Sometimes I'm at that fuel pump, I'm trying to pay, and then it's hanging, the experience is not so good. You also told us, can it be more than just being a utility app? Can we see much more around my lifestyle? What else can you be able to deliver for me? So from October, we started working on building the app from the ground up, working on the backend systems and working on a new user interface just for you so that we can deliver an excellent experience for you. In Feb, we launched a beta version, which we've been testing with a couple of customers. We have about 50,000 customers who have been gracious to give us great feedback on that beta version. But today, we have the pleasure and honor of unveiling our new app. Briefly, what are the 3 things that we want you to look out for on that app? Number 1, we've heard you. You want an app that you feel is secure. So from a security perspective, we've done a couple of interesting things. Number 1, when you go to download the app from the Play Store or from the App Store, what will happen is that we'll actually pick the number from your SIM card, then authenticate you again by using a one-time password. The only thing you need to do is accept the terms and conditions, and you're in. Just enhancing that joining experience and ensuring that it's secure. You're the one who has requested for it, and you're the one who will see it, and you're the one who will use it. Secondly, we thought, you told us, I want more control. I want to see my balances. Like our postpaid customers were just like, how is it I'm using, my credit limit to the end of the month, then there's a shock. Really, is there no way for me to see my usage during the month? We've delivered it for you. On the homepage, you'll actually be able to see your postpaid balance. You'll be able to see the credit limit that you have, how much you have used, what is left. And if you even want to make a payment, you can make a payment at that point. If you want to increase or reduce your limit, you can do it at that point. If you want to exit from postpay, you can do it from that point. You can, if you're a prepaid customer, you can also see your airtime balances, data balance, SMS balance, your bonga balance. And on airtime or on any of the balances, if you feel you're running low, you can actually top up right there and then. You don't have to go to another screen, log into another page to be able to do that. You can do it right there and then. We've also delivered something quite interesting around your usage, where you're able to know how much it is you've used, especially on data, because most of you had told us, well, I'm not understanding how my 1 GB has gone. Where has it gone? So at least we can show you where it has gone. We have now delivered it on our web. That's www.safaricom.com. In the next couple of weeks, we will actually have it on the app as well, and you'll be able to monitor your usage, spot on. But it's there for you on the web if you want it. Now, on the innovation piece, some interesting things. We know most of you use the app for M-Pesa. Quite a number of you use it to top up your airtime balances. But there are those who are stuck on scratching, that scratch card. So we got you. Instead of you entering those 16 digits, you just go to the airtime top-up page, and then icon, and then you just scan the 16 digits, and it would automatically top up that airtime for you. So if you're not able to see, like me, who struggles to see those small digits, you just scan and top up, and we've topped you up. From a lifestyle perspective, we're going to introduce a couple of interesting stuff. But for now, what we've started with is 6 publications from our media houses. So you can request for your Nation newspaper, full end-to-end for only 20 bob, your Standard newspaper, the Star, the Business Daily, the People Daily. They're all there just for you for as little as 20 shillings. Some of the publications in there are 10 shillings, so enjoy. Look out for more stuff. Music is coming, some video is coming, some interesting stuff around loyalty. So coming very, very soon. There's an interesting feature. You know how you go to a shop, then you make a payment, and then the person is like, nionyeshe message. Then that time you full lizard. Or you don't want him to see your balance. But he's not going to give you the goods until you show him. So now we have a very interesting feature where we say share message. You can share on SMS, you can share on WhatsApp, so that person doesn't necessarily have to look at your phone, which I think is something that I think all of us, would want to see, yeah? On the M-Pesa statements, before you used to see up to 6 months, now you can see up to 1 year because you asked for it, So more interesting stuff, is coming up, and we've got a panel that will actually unpack more of the things that we've brought up. But also just to make sure that it's, it's a nice, refreshed, look. We've worked on the user interface, just to make sure that, everything sits nicely. We've allowed you to choose your 5 favorite, what are the 5 favorite things that you do on the app? So you select them, and then in the middle icon, that's where all your favorites will be. So you don't have to go looking for things everywhere. All the things that you need on a daily basis will be all in one place. So we are very excited about this journey. It's taken us a couple of months to get here. We have adopted what we call the agile methodology. We have a big team in Safaricom that has worked very, very hard on this app. So we welcome your feedback, both what is good, what you'd want to see more of, so that we can make sure that we prioritize it, because we will be releasing something fresh and new every 2 to 3 weeks. Every 2 to 3 weeks, you'll be seeing something new coming up. So that it all sort of like makes sense, because it looks like I'm just talking theory, we're gonna play a short video that will show, a bit about the onboarding journey and a couple of the things that you should expect when you download the app. Yeah, let's have a look. now it gives me great, great pleasure to officially launch the My Safaricom app and to welcome you to use it. But just to make it more interesting, for anyone who downloads the app, we are going to reward you with 500 MBs. So what do you need to do? Go to either the App Store or the Play Store, download the app, register, you can choose your favorites, and then you'll have a button there that says redeem your 500 MBs. Enjoy, 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 and please share your feedback. So yeah, excellent. We're just here and very excited.
And we're about to be joined by our panelists from Safaricom who are going to be taking us through some of the things that the new app is able to do.
Let's talk about
We'll be inviting them shortly. And we are joined now by Joel Kaba, Fawzia, once again, Derek, and Steven.
Steve.
Sorry, getting away. So let me start with a quick question for the tech team. When you're using the first app, everybody knew that that app was a very humbling experience because you'd be standing at the supermarket till, you try to make a transaction, it takes forever to finally authenticate, and you got a long line of very angry people. However, as a guy who's been using the revamped app since February, it's significantly faster. So how did you achieve that? Let me take, Joel, please take that for me.
I think the tech team will actually be more appropriate, but they've done actually a really good job in terms of the magic they've done at the back, yeah. But I think what we really did is that we looked at how can we optimize our backend systems, and also we introduced something we call, which I think Steve and Derek will talk about. It is actually introduced what we call a digital experience layer. I think that's what that you are missing. And we introduced a really, like a middleware where actually all our digital channels can actually connect and be able to access the backend system. So we've seen at least really good, and we measure it actually by looking at what is the response time of the app. We look at the crash rate, we look at the errors. So we're able to actually see what actually the customers are experiencing. We've also introduced a lot of tools that we've been able to install actually on the app and also on our backend system to just monitor and see what is the experience of the customers. And of course, we need this because as a product lead, of course, we need to get more and more products on the app. So we need to make sure that first we get the basics right the first time. So kudos to the tech team. Really excited.
Fawzia, your first version had about 12 sections and then another like 15 subsections. The new app has got significantly less functionality, but seems to have a much smoother experience. Would you be able to tell us about what informed the decision on what it is to take out and what to leave in?
What I can tell you is that this has been a great learning experience for me. We have worked a lot with research. We have spent a lot of time with our customers, and then immersed ourselves in this, can I call it thing called human-centric design, where you actually reflect on how should it be in a way that is pleasure and not pain. And those are the words they use. How can you be empathetic when you're doing your design? To reflect the customer wants and provide it in fewer steps so that they don't have to navigate too much. With a team that also does UI UX, and now reflected on what did the customer say and how do we present it up. And actually that's what did it. We now have an in-house UI UX expert, and we've been able to do amazing things by looking at what the customer is doing, in the design, delivering it. So you'll see, like, if you check your balance for data on that same place, you can buy data. So you don't have to get out of there and go to another place to buy data. So, which is normally what happens with the USSDs. On star 544 hash, you check your balance, then you come out and go back and buy a data bundle. Of course, we have customers how to use. And now what we're trying to demonstrate is that you can experience a better journey on digital because many customers. So I think it's what has made us deliver what looks like experience that delivers the functionality.
Okay. Thank you, Fawzia. So the next question actually goes out to the design team, to Steve and Derek. I was looking through the Play Store section to see what kind of apps Safaricom has put up, and there are about 10 or so. So I'm very curious, is this design methodology that Fawzia just described going to be going across all the other Safaricom applications as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is something that we're just starting. This is something that we, in terms of how we're developing our products. Going forward, we're going to be doing a lot of the design, the development ourselves, and we actually expect to, put the same experience to all our users, regardless of which channel they're using, regardless of which Safaricom app they're using. Yeah, so that's a promise of things to come.
Oh, awesome.
And maybe just to add, what you'll see is that we've actually added a home. I mean, we used to have two apps. We used to have a home app and also a Safaricom app. So we actually editing most of our channels also. So what you'll see is that with the new app, actually now we have the home app. So you can be able to go in there, check your subscription, change your plans. Also, if you're not a home subscriber, also we'll be able to redirect you to where you can be able to see if your estate is fiber ready and be able to follow the process thereafter. So it's a matter of just consolidating and getting a one-stop shop for our customers.
Actually,
to
Joel,
add to that,
quick one.
apart from home.
Oh, sorry.
We've also consolidated Masoko, like you said, and also Zuri, where our customers be able to get service. So, just trying to limit the number of applications our customers have to download to be able to access us.
Okay, awesome. Very quick one. Where is my Bonga Points? I can't find it in the new app.
It's under your balance.
Oh, it is. Oh, my bad. Okay, I need to look
Yes, yes.
What we've done, Simon, is that we've actually as Fawzia said, we have just that one button and you get all your balances on one click. So it's quite, it's on your home screen. All you just have to do is just click that view my balances, and you've listed all your balances. So also your Bonga points will be listed there. And if you want to redeem or transfer your Bonga points, all of that on one easy one page that you can do.
Okay. My next question, I think, would be to Joel and Fawzia, specifically about the Discovery tab. So, fantastic. We now currently have about 6 periodicals that we can access. But I'm going to ask, this question is near and dear to me because as a blogger, we are also in the business of creating a lot of content. So can this also become another content discovery platform? I noticed that you also have been partnering with several YouTubers who are creating content. You're creating sponsored stuff where, for example, Jugush would allow you to buy a specific bundle for YouTube. So, are you going to see some of that stuff coming onto the Discovery platform maybe?
I think this is just the beginning, just like we said, especially on the lifestyle area. So for publications, we've just started with the 6. We are open to aggregating whatever is out there that we believe our customers would resonate with, because most of it is based on what the customers are consuming, so that we just aggregate it in one place. So like I said, we want to aggregate our music content on this platform. So currently our music runs short tones, that is Skiza. But our customers have told us, I want to hear the whole song. I want to decide which part of that song becomes my Skiza tone. So how can we be able to deliver that? And that's what it will be coming soon. In the area of content, I think it's just, can I say greenfield? Because it's not an area that we've really been big in, but something that we definitely want to get into. Supporting content creators with bundles, yes. If you have something that you think is interesting that will help us drive traffic, remember what we want is to support our customers' usage behavior, a way that enables them to enjoy that behavior with a bundle proposition that removes the worry of my data is going to run out, but I really want to watch this or I want to read this. So we are really open. The content space is a key area of focus this year.
Right, guys.
Just to add on to that is that I think one of the key insights we got from customers is, they told us, I want a one-stop shop for all my digital needs. If I'm going to get a cab, hail a cab, I want to order for Dawa. Why do I have to go through different websites and different apps? Why can't I do it and pay by M-Pesa on the app? So there are also partnership is one of the key things that we're looking at in terms of partnering with lifestyle service providers who we can actually be able to avail of this service on this app. So it's not about just doing M-Pesa, but also what are those lifestyle needs that we can be able to actually offer on the app. So look forward, to great innovations going forward. I've gotten the basic right. Now let's see what comes in the future.
Right. We really want to hear from you guys. So use the hashtag APP, your game. I don't have to spell it all. Okay, let me just spell the entire thing out. APPYOURGAME. We really want to hear from you. And like I said, man, there's something in it for you. As guys, we're all about making sure that you have a fairly comfortable, COVID-free experience. So I've got a couple of questions that are coming to, I think this is to the technical team. So I'm going to ask Derek and Steve. There's been some complaints when guys are using version 1 that you had to use it on Safaricom data. Now, if you happen to be coupled, so if you're a member of the diaspora, you're trying to send money back guys to guys at home, don't have Safaricom data, that becomes almost impossible. Is that something you get that has factored into your thinking around the experience for the new app?
Steve, do you want to take this one?
I'll take the next one.
Okay, so yeah, That's definitely been one of the major pain points that users have raised, and we've been looking for ways of optimizing that and actually allowing the users to be able to use the application independent of Safaricom data. So as of right now, although we require you to sign in when you're on Safaricom data, you're actually able to use it. You're able to use any other network on a day-to-day usage. So at this point, we're only restricting signing, and even that is going to be taken care of on later release. In addition to that, just recently, now users can be able to actually do the sign-in outside the country while roaming. So that's now also possible for our customers. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for those responses, gents. Anything else you want to add, Joel?
Not really. I think it's a feedback that we got from most of our diaspora customers, and of course I challenged Steve and Derek that it works. So I think it's something they quite delivered. I think that's the other thing also we're working also is Wi-Fi. Also to allow our customers to actually log in through Wi-Fi. We've managed to do it on certain versions of the Android, but it's something that we're working also with our partners just to see how do we allow customers to actually have a seamless login to the app. It's a security measure that we put in place, but inch by inch, we're just trying to make sure also we balance together with the customer experience.
All right.
From the we're also working on.
For you to mention. Oh, sorry. No, proceed.
I'm saying from the technical bench, we are working on building capabilities to allow even, let's say, from other connectivity partners, whether it's Wi-Fi, other mobile customers. Remember, we are moving to an open world, and I foresee a case where we welcome, especially when you're consuming content and other lifestyle element. In future, I think it will be open to allow all customers, whether it's in Kenya and even around the world, to be consuming our products and services, not necessarily restricting them to GSM. So we are trying to prepare for that capability from a technical perspective to give our customers freedom that they deserve.
I, for one, welcome the 5G revolution, whichever form it comes in. But I'm sure you guys will bring it fast. I have absolutely no doubt. One more question for you, yes. Again, for the technical bench. That's either Steve or Derek. Zuri is an integral part of the customer experience now. Though currently we can only consume it through a third-party application. So it would have to be either of Telegram or possibly of WhatsApp. What's in the way of it becoming an integral? Because if, for example, I'm experiencing an outage on my home fiber, I would love to use Zuri to be able to say, yo, I'm out, and have someone respond to me, issue a ticket, give me some idea of what kind of resolution I'll get. So how soon is that? Is that coming anytime soon?
Have you really been using Zuri?
It's actually there.
Actually. Yes,
it's actually there.
I've been blocking the spam texters.
Home is actually part of the scope. And you can even report network outages via Zuri. Yeah, and Home is there. But to answer it from a technical perspective, what we have been building for Zuri and also from the app is to a unified. And yes, today we are using, let's say, Facebook Messenger, we are using WhatsApp. In future, we can plug in any other client, for instance, AI-assisted like Alexas of the day. We can actually plug it in, voice clients or something like that. So what we are working on is unified backend that is able to consume all these clients or to support all these clients. But Home is actually part of Zuri offering. If you have bad network within your locality, you can still use Zuri. We keep on adding features every other week. In fact, we do it every 2 weeks based on our sprints. So we have new features coming up every 2 weeks.
Probably just to add on to that, yeah, like Steve has said, we're going to be adding features on every 2-week period. So you'll be expecting improvement, performance improvement, new features every 2 weeks. But also, even right now on Safaricom.com, you can use Zuri without using Telegram, Facebook, or any other kind of messenger.
Actually, now that we're talking about home, when I look at the home option within the new application, I noticed it's a secure net option, and there's a charge for that as well. What exactly is it, and why should we pay for it?
Joel can take that question.
So I can take that. So SecureNet is basically a parental control feature that we introduced for our hosts. So we were able to actually filter what the internet users at home can actually see, or they can be able to browse. So there are a lot of improvements that we need to put in. I think right now, if you look at SecureNet, basically you have to go to a portal. It's quite complicated. But what we're going to do is that it's going to be quite easy. We'll add it on the app. So it's a matter of just paying for the service, activate it, and then you're able to just say, we categorize for you the things that you want people to browse in the house. So you can, and then you can filter, and that is it. So, and you're able to get reports after that of what people have been browsing, what people are trying to browse. So basically just to put in some controls at home on what people use the internet for, especially for your kids.
We care about our customers, so we want to protect them within our ecosystem.
I have absolutely no doubt that you do. Actually, this goes back to Fozzie again. You said that we get some free data, 500 MB. How exactly does that work again?
So you see, we want you to try the new app, and we want you to be able to enjoy the new features. But just to make it sweeter for you, we just thought, why don't we give our customers a reward for the effort in terms of going to download a new app? Originally, we were looking at a way to just update your current app so that it's a bit more easier for a customer. But because we had to build a new build from the ground up, we have to actually download a new app. So for that effort, we want to reward our customers with 500 MB. They can use it for whatever they want. They can use it for, to watch YouTube or WhatsApp, whatever it is. So once you download the app and, choose your favorites and register, then there'll be a place where you'll actually go and click and redeem your 500 MB. You can enjoy and use. Joel, do you want to specify the exact place so that customers know how to redeem?
So we've made it quite easy for customers. So what you do is just download the app, log in. I think we've shown you how to actually have a seamless login. At the moment you log in and it's your first time to use the app, then automatically actually you get the 500 MB. It will be by SMS, and also will notify through the app to tell you that you've actually been awarded with an incentive. It's not only this. Going forward, there'll be a lot of rewards on the app, just to keep our customers engaged. So quite exciting, not only data, but many other products and services, so lifestyle services that we'll be able to offer through the app. I think the app really offers a good experience to our customers, and we're able to actually do more if you compare to the USSD and the other traditional channels that we have. So yeah, look forward, and it's quite exciting.
Sam, did you get it?
I noticed you guys still have the platinum option. Is that still running?
Where did you see it? In the new app or the old app?
I think it's in the new one. You might want to double check that. Again, once again, for the viewers at home, I'd really love for you guys to kind of weigh in. What kind of functionality would you like to see in the app? What sort of feedback would you like to give us at this point in time? Okay. Actually, I do have one particular core functionality I would like to ask about. There's one of the most loved Safaricom apps, M-Ledger. Is it coming back? I think Fawzia or Joel, let me know. That one is close to me.
Ledger is definitely coming, and it's coming in an even more, can I say, user-friendly and with more features. So our FS team are working on a very exciting delivery, which will allow you to not only sort by date, sort by sender, sort by receiver, but you'll be able to look at where are most of your expenses going. Is it that you spend more on cabs? Is it that you spend more eating out? Is it that you spend more, on rental expenses? Sort of like to rank how you spend, how you make your pesa, to make it a little bit better, and even help you in sort of like your personal finance management. So we are excited in the new things that are coming, and it's going to be. I think it's going to really wow our customers. So they are working hard in the kitchen, getting that ready. And like we've said, every 2 to 3 weeks, there'll be something interesting that is released. And we hope to see that coming through soon.
Fawzia, I have just one special request, especially around that M-Pesa functionality. Allow me to export my old data into the new one. That's all I ask. I've got like how many years? A lot of years of transactions. So if you can hook me up with that, you've done me a solid.
What do you mean by which particular, what specific
M-Ledger
data
app had the functionality to export those transactions. So if you would allow me to incorporate them, that would be amazing.
Yeah, so all your data is going to be all data.
Okay, Derek, go ahead.
Yeah, so all your M-Pesa transactions, so regardless of where you had them, to be present on the new one as well. So your data is safe.
I think also the other thing is on the bill manager. So there's this cool feature, on M-Pesa where you're able to save your bills, you're able to put reminders about your bills. So we have customers who had saved their bills on the current app. So we've also migrated for them. So you don't have to actually save new bills again or create new bills when you come to the new app. So this has been done for you. So all you just have to go is to go download the app, go to Bill Manager. You'll see the saved bills, be able to see your frequent bills. Also another cool feature when you're on your paying, maybe on the pay bill, we also made it easy as a shortcut there. You can also access your frequent bills from there. So you don't have to actually go back to the Bill Manager. So some really small stuff just to make the journey shorter for our customers.
All right. All right, once again, the hashtag we're using for this conversation is App Your Game, APPGAME, YOUR. Actually, no, it's APPYOURGAME. So let us know. Like I said, man, we've got a lot of rewards and a lot of gifts for everybody who's currently interacting with us. Do we have the eat-out functions coming up in the new app? I know there's a lot of functionality. What kind of wish lists have you guys sort of lining up and thinking through?
Don't think that's a secret that you're supposed to keep.
But I think the way to look at it is to say, what are the things that you use on a daily basis from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you sleep? And that's what we'll be trying to put together. There are two teams, so there's some stuff that will come through our M-Pesa team, and there's some stuff that we'll be doing on our side. But it's just geared to helping a customer have a better experience as they, go through their day. So that's why we're starting with the newspaper, because that's what most people do in the morning. So we have to think about meals, we have to think about carbs, we have to think about entertainment, relaxation. Yeah. So it's all about aligning our customers' offline behavior online.
Let me do a winner.
What would you like to see on the app so that we can also shape our backlog?
What would, I've got many random requests. As if it's parental control, if it's track your child, there are many random things I would ask as a parent. But I guess for me, my biggest one at this point is that ledger functionality. The more financial tracking stuff I can do, I think the better it would be as an overall experience, because that now moves you from just being a financial service provider to an actual lifestyle kind of partner.
Duly noted. I'm taking notes.
Excellent. And like I said, we've got some winners. Me, I am man of my word. So if you happen to be at Koril Lenny, we got something for you. It's coming your way. You will be DM'd. And so, who else? So if you guys, please, the hashtag is, I might have slipped up the last time around, so I'm going to say it again slowly. Hashtag APPYOURGAME. Up your game. Talk to us, man. Alrighty. I think I've got a couple of other, maybe one more winner. Okay. Before you get to the winners, I think I'll ask just one more question to the panel. You guys have been a fantastic team, and we're really, really excited about this new app. What would be, so given that the focus is on security, control, and innovation, what are the next, I'm assuming that you can leak something, a bit of a teaser. What are like the next 3 features we can kind of hope to see in the very near future that you guys will be hitting us with? Something to give me some psych, and to incite the people to do a bit more downloading. Joel, give me one.
Joel can give you one.
I think the same way you've asked for M-Ledger, which is for M-Pesa, I don't know if this one I'll call it a ledger or the ledger, because it's the airtime and also data. So what we will plan to do is that, as Fose said, is that we'll be able to now show you where actually you've used your data and also airtime. So we'll also have really nice apps, where you can see, I loaded 50 shillings and maybe shillings went to maybe a few of my subscriptions, and also maybe another one was used to actually maybe buy data and all that. So quite a very simple way to actually present to you on how you've actually used your resources or your and data. So this is actually, it's already on the web, www.safaricom.com. But now we have to actually make it even much better on the app. The other thing also, looking at where your subscriptions, you can be able to see your subscriptions and actually either stop some of the subscriptions. So it's more of just giving our customers control, and the transparency to be able to know where does my airtime go, how have I used my airtime. So more of actually the power and also empower our customers. So that's where actually.
Okay.
I think also we look forward to introducing app-only offers, interesting things that you can only get on the app. So whether it's a device offer or a bundle offer, just to make it a little bit more interesting, because the customer has used the app. Yeah.
Okay.
I think before the tech guys, maybe they'll kill me for this. So there's a lot of also other exciting things, of course, like, fingerprint and face ID, in terms of just the fancy things to just access your app. So those are some of the things. Security, yeah. What is the other thing, Steve? We talk. So, back end, doing things like machine learning, so that you can learn what you actually, like doing. Or what services you actually access most. So we present, the right, I'll say the right services and products for you on the app. So actually, the app will be learning you to actually know what we present to you as a customer. So you'll find different customers with different screens, but it's something that actually is meant for you. So I think we usually, Derek and Steve, we do a lot of this, brainstorming And of course, they're the ones to execute. Yeah.
Yeah, more
Maybe
of
Steve
personalized,
can add.
yeah, personalization. Yeah, we want to offer a relevant experience. So personalization based on how you use, let's say, our channels, and also maybe some. Although I should not be saying this, Joel. Yes, within the app, but that one will be coming on a bit later.
Well, we need to start, okay, we need to wrap this up because we are socially responsible people and we have curfews to observe. So any parting shots from the panel?
Yeah, maybe I'd like to take this opportunity, to sincerely thank the, Safaricom team for going through this. We have, a huge body of many developers, network guys, infrastructure guys. There are so many guys I probably cannot just, mention. But I think this is a very good opportunity to, thank all of them sincerely from all our hearts. For something like this to come together, it takes a whole army of people. So yeah, thank you so much. And a big shout out to my Safaricom team, in particular, and web team.
Ametuma salamu.
It's allowed.
Derek,
Steve?
Yeah, once again, back at the office, we have a whole army. So for here, we are about maybe 4 or so. But to make this happen, it takes an army and a whole team. So big shout out also. This is only the foundation. We have just finished the foundation. We are moving more into lifestyle. So very exciting things on the way. So we don't mind co-creating and maybe influencing our roadmap because once we listen to the customers, we'll be creating relevant experience. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Joel, anything as a parting shot?
Yeah, I think for me, I'll say we are notoriously customer obsessed. Of course, for us, it's about feedback. They always say feedback is the breakfast of champions. So we expect a lot of feedback from our customers, both positive and also both where areas of improvement where we need to improve. So we have a whole team now just waiting to get the
We've
and
put
actually
and
improve the
download.
app. For us, it's
Okay.
how do we? I mean, we keep on improving the app. We keep on. Also, we have the web, which is
Right.
safaricom.com. So mostly for our, the data enabled and also maybe also low-end smartphones. So we also have as our safaricom.com where customers can actually also get the same services as the app. It's mobile first, meaning you actually get the same experience. So it's listening to the customers and being obsessed with them and giving them the right services and products to our customers.
Fawzia, would you sign us off with some insights maybe?
Yeah, I think for me, this has been, I keep saying the team can write a book if they were honest. It's been a very interesting experience. But first, of course, to thank the team that has been behind this. There's a big team with the support from leadership. So I think to get to this point is a huge milestone. But for me, this is the beginning. Our customers expect so much from us. They said they don't want a utility app, they want a lifestyle app. So how do we follow the customers' offline passions online and deliver it on our digital channels? So that is a promise that we are just starting to deliver. This is just the beginning. Of course, in a big way, the center of everything that we do is the customer. Like you said, we have a current app that is functional, but the customer has given us feedback. And instead of trying to put patchwork, we made a decision to work from the ground up. And we hope that the customers will have a better experience with the new app. We look forward to their feedback. Tomorrow, we will be going to launch with our customers. Not in Nairobi, we'll be going to Kakamega. The app is for everybody in Kenya. So we want to just go to Kakamega and see it is that we can interact with our customers and launch there. Finally, we have our campaign, Up Your Game. Share your feedback, tell us what you think, and enjoy the 500 MB that comes with it. Thank you for being loyal Safaricom customers and for always being true by giving us straight up feedback. Thank you.
All right, and on that note, in that fantastic boom show, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I'd like to thank the Safaricom team for this new app. I need you to go straight into the Play Store. What's the iPhone one called? Something. iOS, the iOS store. You're looking for, now, you may see the app branded as beta. Download it anyway. By tomorrow it will have changed and become something else entirely. It's a brand new experience. It's way faster than anything that you've used before the first time around. And for my parting shots, what I would ask the Safaricom team to do, the home functionality. Can I see all the guys who are squatting on my Wi-Fi the same way I see the same guys like on Netflix? So you can see squatter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, if you guys can do that, I can actually now sort out a few squatters in my house. I've been your host, Samuel Mbugwa, aka Bug79. I'd like to give thanks to the Bake Management. I'd also like to thank Igabantu. Download the app today, guys, immediately. So it's available on both the Play Store and the iOS App Store. And don't forget, there's 500 MB if you do. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. We've got some winners. You got winners. So, at Kiprono Larry, at Washira Ian 3, at Geff Van Gogh, and at Kijana Yego. You each win 2,000 shillings airtime. We're going to be in touch with you so that you can figure out how to redeem your prize. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been stay safe, please. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.